New Haven, New Year's Eve, 1998. A woman wakes covered in blood in an alley, and next to her, a corpse. To her horror, she discovers that she has been transformed into a vampire. Struck with amnesia, the new embrace only barely remembers who she was at all. Britta. Johnny Saxon is the first among the kindred to find Britta, a gruff, bully boy for the sheriff of the domain. His job is to assist in keeping the domain safe and upholding the law of the prince. It is against the rules for a new kindred to be made without the prince's express permission. The punishment for violating this law is death, even if you yourself are the victim of the crime committed. Johnny and the rest of his coterie, Miles Davenport, an up-and-coming kindred in the political arena of New Haven. Wynne Cabot, a feral medium holding on to her humanity while diving deeper into the mysteries of the dead. And Neil Foster, a nervous kindred purveyor of information who is keeping his own dark secrets. Together, scrambles to find the political capital they will need to save Britta's own life. They meet at the Elysium, a gathering place for the kindred they barter with. They bargain with the domain's elders, the most influential and powerful kindred within the court. Their efforts are ultimately successful, with Britta placed under Miles's accounting, but not without putting them at cross purpose with the powerful information broker, the Nosferatu Shaw. On the way to Miles's home to celebrate their success, and to introduce Britta to her own life, the two kindred find themselves attacked by assailants from a clan with a particular hatred for Miles, the followers of Set. A high-speed car chase happens in downtown New Haven, and while the midnight blue Ferrari is severely damaged, the two manage to come out unscathed. Soon after, Wynne Cabot introduces the coterie to a new, mysterious threat to the domain, a strange monster in the woods near her haven. The group goes to investigate into the woods. Soon they come upon the realization that this creature, this thing that they find, is but a harbinger of something worse to come. As they delve deeper into the mystery, they are attacked by a monstrous creature called the Weeping Bear, a terrible, flesh-crafted amalgamation powered by the blood of kindred. The battle is fierce, but short, and while defeated, it has left both Miles and Johnny in a torpid state as a consequence. Those who remain standing retreat and find a place to hide away, Neil's haven. There, Neil decides to reveal that he has been keeping secrets from the group, and that he is in fact a practitioner of a forbidden blood magic, Duran Key, and is a master of heaven and earth. After taking time to digest the information, they agree to keep Neil's secret for him, and the coterie calls in favors to rouse their fallen companions from torpor. At this time, Miles' sire is revealed to be the Archon Jan Peterzoon. Jan Peterzoon bestows Miles with a new venture position and gives insight into a much larger conflict that is going up and down the East Coast. He teaches Miles about Operation Longbow, a cabal of elders from Europe seeking control over North America. The coterie comes to understand the danger that New Haven is in, and they learn that the Setites plan on launching another attack on Miles. They decide to make a stand against the followers of Set, setting a trap. The coterie unleashes a torrent of violence on those errant kindred, sending a message back to the followers of Set. Their ambush of the Setites is successful, but their cruelty leaves them questioning their own morality. Hunting after the origins of this weeping bear and the monsters being spawned sets the coterie on the trail of Vito Zantosa, a revenant ghoul with centuries-old pacts in the region with an unknown master. The domain becomes aware of this investigation, and factions vie for control of Vito. This includes Reese, the leader of the Tremere and second in command of the domain, and Shaw with his army of Bruja. Neil uses his blood magic to perform a ritual to aid in the hunt for Vito Zantosa. They soon find themselves tested not only by Vito, but also by the horrific creatures that inhabit his house, things that exist to feed his master. Despite the factions who are in pursuit of this ghoul, the coterie manages to capture him alive, mostly due to Britta's powerful entrancement. Things quickly go bad, however, as Britta unexpectedly opens fire into Vito's back, killing him in the process. The group detains Britta, and in a desperate move, Johnny embraces Vito, saving him from his death and turning him into a Bruja. The coterie interrogates Britta, and it becomes very clear, very quickly, that beneath her amnesia, someone or something has been tampering with her mind. They retreat to a business discovered to be owned by Britta, and the coterie weighs its options. Soon it becomes clear that the prince is missing along with Jan Petersen. The coterie starts to see a coup forming. To further complicate matters, and to force the coterie's hand, Reese threatens the existence of the ghost boy Joey, who Wynn had promised to help move on. And Johnny's own daughter, who he had not seen in years, was held captive by Shaw and his men. And even then, there is another danger in play. Miles, Wynn, Johnny, Neil, and Britta learn that a Sabbat pack of vampires named the Killing Spree plots to cause a werewolf to attack New Haven's Elysium, possibly right on the heels of the major power shift. Deals are struck, favors traded, and Miles turns to his enemies, the followers of Set, to provide the manpower they would need to stand toe-to-toe and hold the domain against the usurpers and the gang of Bruja. The pieces are set, and the coterie heads to the Elysium for their confrontation. Things quickly escalate, with Arabella declaring herself prince and calling the blood hunt down on the coterie, a death sentence. At this point, the truck crashes into the Elysium. The growl of the beast halts the battle as a werewolf makes its presence known. Johnny and Miles take the beast down while Wynn goes after Reese, but it fights against the Sabbat incursion, and Neil, with Elsa Linden, slips out the back. Just as they manage to defeat the werewolf, the coterie is then attacked by Shaw and Reese. Miles falls to the trek, torpid as the fight ensues. A clash of magic and strength ends with Shaw turning to ash, killed by Johnny. Wynn retrieves Joey's soul from Reese with the help of Sheriff Weathers. The powerful elder is stymied, but ultimately survives the encounter. Neil escapes with Elsa right out the back, but runs straight where the killing spree is waiting for them. The pack explains that it needs to take someone who will be missed, a message to the domain, and they don't particularly care who. Neil volunteers to be the lamb, and the killing spree accepts his sacrifice, allowing him his final moments. He takes a powerful hallucinogenic drug, Khalif, and drifts away and into an altered state. When the dust clears on the wreckage of New Haven's Elysium, the remainder of the coterie sees no trace of their friend. They retreat back to their havens to deal with the fallout another night.